Part 1. Winter, the trap or the rebirth? Winter has arrived, and for the vast majority of students, this isn't just a change in weather, it's the beginning of the trap season. It's the season of late mornings, freezing rooms, and the seductive warmth of a heavy blanket. It's the time when you tell yourself that comforting lie, "I'll start tomorrow. It's too cold to be productive today." Slowly, the days begin to blur together. One mindless scroll turns into an hour. One quick nap turns into a lost afternoon. You find yourself buried under excuses, just like the snow outside. But for the select few, the ones who crave a different life, this will not be a season of rest. This is your winter arc. These next 90 days are the quiet chapters that will silently rewrite your entire destiny. While the rest of the world chooses to hibernate and stagnate, you will choose to awaken. This isn't just about physical wake-up calls, it's a total mental resurrection. You are about to build habits of steel, sharpen your focus until it cuts through noise, and stack small, invisible wins in total silence. This is the version of you that no one sees coming, but everyone will have to respect next year. Part 2. The psychology of winter, the unfair advantage. Let me let you in on a secret. Winter has a psychological glitch that most people ignore. It creates a slow-motion world. The days feel shorter, the gray skies drain motivation, and the collective energy of everyone around you drops to zero. But this is exactly why this season gives you an unfair advantage. Progress is relative. When your competition is asleep or distracted by the cold, your progress compounds at double the speed. This is about the contrast. If you put in 3 hours of deep work while everyone else is doing nothing, you aren't just 3 hours ahead, you are miles ahead in terms of momentum. This is your golden opportunity to turn these slow, gray months into the most powerful season of your life. Welcome to the 90-Day Winter Arc Challenge. Your only mission? Upgrade yourself in the shadows while the world is still dreaming. Part 3. The Execution System. 5 Steps to Victory. Step 1. Anchor your wake-up time. Forget the 4 a.m. hype if it doesn't work for you. You don't need extreme drama. You need extreme consistency. Pick one time, whether it's 6 a.m. or 7 a.m., and guard it like a sacred ritual. The goal isn't just to be early. The goal is to prove to yourself that you show up every single day, without compromise, without negotiation, and without excuses. Step 2. The Golden Hour Rule. Every single morning, before you allow the digital world to hijack your brain through a smartphone screen, spend exactly 60 minutes on your most difficult subject or your most ambitious goal. This first hour dictates the frequency of your entire day. If you win the first hour, you've already won the day. Step 3. Digital Lockdown. Winter already tries to steal your focus. Don't let social media finish the job. Take back control. Delete the apps that drain you. Set brutal time limits or block them entirely during your work hours. You aren't missing out on anything out there. The only thing you're missing out on is your own potential every time you scroll. Step 4. The Sunday Debrief. Every Sunday night, sit in the silence and have a hard conversation with yourself. Ask the tough questions. What did I actually master this week? What distractions held me back? And what is the one thing I will do differently next week to become unstoppable? This habit turns blind effort into a calculated climb to the top. Step 5. Master the night. End your day by engineering your victory for tomorrow. Lay out your books, script your schedule, and get to bed early. Do this consistently, and the tomorrow version of you will wake up with a deep sense of gratitude for the discipline you built tonight. Part 4. Why 90% of students fail their winter arc. It's not a lack of intelligence or talent, it's because they chase motivation instead of building systems. They wait for the perfect mood, the perfect playlist, or the perfect study setup before they start. But perfectionism is just procrastination wearing a fancy suit. Winners know that motivation is a fair weather friend. It disappears when things get cold and hard. Discipline is the only thing that stays. The real transformation begins the second you stop negotiating with yourself. Stop asking, "Do I feel like studying?" and start saying, "It is time to study." No drama, no debate, just quiet execution. Every day you show up when you're tired, you aren't just learning facts, you're bypassing your old limits and rewiring your brain for resilience. Part 5. Solitude as a superpower and the mid-arc dip. Winter brings isolation, less sunlight, fewer social gatherings, and more time spent alone. To most, that feels depressing. To you, it is a gift. Solitude is the forge of self-awareness, and self-awareness is the foundation of clarity. While others use noise to escape the silence, you will use that silence to understand your direction. Ask yourself, what am I truly working for? What kind of life do I want to be living 12 months from now? However, be prepared for the mid-arc dip. Around week 4 or 5, the initial winter arc excitement will wear off. You'll miss one day, then maybe 2. Guilt will try to swallow you whole. But remember, the boring middle is where the actual growth happens. Every great story has a difficult middle chapter. This is where the weak quit and the champions are forged. Push through the dip. Once you break through that wall, discipline becomes your new default setting. Part 6. The rebirth, when spring arrives. Imagine the scene. It's March, the frost is melting, and exam season is looming. While everyone else is panicking, cramming, and drowning in stress, you are perfectly calm. Why? Because you built your foundation in the dark, when no one was watching. While they were sleeping, you were stacking habits. While they were scrolling, you were mastering focus. While they complained about motivation, you were fueled by momentum. Now you don't just feel prepared, you feel dangerous. Your results will speak for themselves. You won't need to brag. This is the ultimate reward for the 90 days you spent in the shadows. Here is my final challenge. For the next 90 days, stop chasing comfort and start chasing consistency. Wake up, study before the sun, stay off the phone, and reflect every week. You don't need to post about it. You don't need to tell a soul. Just do the work. Because silence is where the real ones grow. When spring comes, the world will see a version of you that even you won't recognize. Don't just watch this. Start your winter arc today.